The Maruuk Centaur is one of the 4 renowned factions coming in Dragonflight, and in this video I'll be running through all of the various rewards that you can get from this renowned faction and the ways of gaining their reputation. So first of all, let's take a look at the rewards. First up is Renown 1, and you're not going to get anything from that is just the initial renown. At Renown 2 you'll unlock Centaur hunting trophies, and these are going to come from killing rare spawns or taking part in the Grand Hunt or certain treasures, etc. And these can be turned in for 25 rep a piece, and this is going to be your main way of getting reputation with the faction. At Renown 3 you'll get the Centaur furnishings. These are going to be like carpets and stuff like that you can put down. 3 different toys I believe it is, and you can pick one for free and then you can buy the rest. At Renown 4 you'll unlock the A-Lag Nomad camps. These are going to be questing hubs that will give you additional ways of getting reputation with the Maruuk Centaurs. At Renown 5 you'll unlock the Grand Hunt, which is going to be another big source of reputation, something you can repeat as well. There's going to be various quests here like killing mobs, looting things, killing bosses, and also your first Grand Hunt of each week will have a chance of giving you a mount too. At Renown 6 you'll get some dragon customization. You'll get the horned jaw and the yellow horns. At Renown 7 you'll get the Essence of Awakening, which basically allows you to see spirits, and this is needed for an achievement that will give you a Hearthstone toy. It's also needed for the Divine Kiss of Ohn'ahra mount as well. And you'll also gain access to the Centaur armaments, which is 12 different helm transmogs that you can pick up, and some of them don't look too bad. At Renown 8 you'll get the Hoof Helper pet, which is a little cutie pet. At Renown 9 you'll gain access to the Grand Hunt companion. This will either be a dog or a bird that will aid you during your Grand Hunts. You'll also gain access to the Lizi daily questline if you've done the prerequisite questline, which after a few days will give you the Lizi mount. At Renown 10 you'll gain the Word of a Worthy Ally, which will give you 100% rep gain on your ults when you're below Renown 10, and you'll also gain the Hunting Companion Blessing. At Renown 11 you'll get the A-Lag Windstones. This will allow you to teleport to the Grand Hunt locations. You can purchase these from the vendors, and you'll also gain access to 376 eye level boots. At Renown 12 you'll gain more buffs for the Grand Hunt, and you'll also gain a 25% chance of gaining extra supplies from beasts. At Renown 13 you'll get profession recipes. Once again, these aren't account wide, so any ults that you want to have professions on that need these recipes in particular, you will need to gain renown on those characters as well. You'll also gain access to the shoulder cosmetics. These are account wide though, and some of them also look pretty good. At Renown 14 you'll gain access to the Crafter's Knowledge, which is going to give you skill points with your professions, and you'll also gain access to the Bird Mailbox toy. So if you don't have KT, then this is an alternative to that. They do share the same cooldown of 3 hours, but if you want a mailbox toy, then this one looks great and will allow you to gain access to your mail. At Renown 15 you'll get some more dragon riding customization. You're going to get a spiked tail and also a long snout. At Renown 16 we're going to get some more buffs for our hunting companion to help us in the Grand Hunts. At Renown 17 you'll be able to pick up yourself some weapon cosmetics, and even though these are quite basic, I do like how some of these look. At Renown 18 you'll get yourself now a 50% chance of gaining extra supplies from beasts. At Renown 19 you'll be able to get yourself the green scales for your 3 other drakes, so if you wanted a green kind of emerald looking drake on one of your other drake types, you'll be able to get that with this. At Renown 20 you'll gain Word of a Worthy Ally number 2, which means you'll get 200% for any characters that are below Renown 10, and 100% extra rep for any characters that are below Renown 20. You also have another buff to the Grand Hunt, allowing your hunting companion and yourself to be even stronger. At Renown 21 you'll get the pennants, and these are going to be back transmogs, so you'll have 4 different pennants that you can have on your back. Once again, some of these look pretty cool, especially depending on what kind of transmog you're trying to pull off. At Renown 22 you'll unlock some profession recipes. One of these is going to be really important. It's going to be for alchemy. That will be the Exultant Incense. This is needed for the Divine Kiss of Ohn'ahra mount, so if you're going after that mount yourself, or you want to be able to pick up this item so you can sell it to other players, then that's going to be pretty damn important. You'll also gain another buff to make you stronger during Grand Hunts. At Renown 23 you'll gain a Perma Hunting Companion. All you need to do is buy a whistle that has a 15-minute cooldown, and the companion lasts for 15 minutes. So outdoor content now is a lot easier, because you'll have this companion that does about 10 to 15% of my total damage. So once you've got that, it's definitely going to make world content a lot easier. At Renown 24 you'll get yourself a 389 eye level chest piece. Definitely going to be good if you can get this pre-raid. And there will also be Crafter's Knowledge as well, which will give you more skill points towards your professions. At Renown 25, you'll gain yourself the Khan's Guard title and also a Primal Infusion for crafting, which will allow you to craft a 395 to 405 piece. So next up, let's talk about how you'll gain reputation with the Maruuk Centaurs. They're going to have a few methods. The first one's going to be this box standard do your main story quest, which will take you through the Ohn'ahra plains. That'll give you a good chunk of reputation, and there'll be a bunch of side quests throughout these zones as well, mainly in the Ohn'ahra plains, that will give you reputation towards the Maruuk Centaurs too. So you should be knocking those out. You're going to get a good chunk of rep from getting all that done. The next way of gaining reputation will be via world quests. There's going to be mainly ones in Ohn'ahra plains that will give rep towards the Maruuk Centaurs, and these are going to change every 3.5 days. So you'll have 3.5 days to get all your world quests knocked out before a new set will pop up for you to do. The next method will be the Alag Nomad camps, and mentioned very similar to world quests. These will kind of reset every 3.5 days. You'll just go to where it's marked on the map. You'll have a bunch of dailies there for you to do, or daily marked quests anyway. You'll pick those up, you'll get them all done, you get a good chunk of rep, and then you want to wait for the camp to move somewhere else before you'll get a new set of quests available. Now onto the main way of gaining reputation with the Centaurs, and that is going to be via the hunting trophies. Every one you hand in, you'll get 25 rep a pop, which is more than the other factions who only gain 15, so maybe this will be nerfed down, but currently pretty good. Now there's going to be a bunch of different sources for these. The first one up is going to be rare spawns or special encounters. You'll find these pretty much everywhere, and most of the ones in Ohn'ahra plains when killed will give hunting trophies, and some of the ones in the other zones as well when killed will give hunting trophies too. Next up will be certain treasures that you find, like related to the centaurs, etc., and opening those will have the hunting trophies inside as well. Next up will be the Grand Hunts, and this is going to be your main way of getting your hands on the hunting trophies. The way this will work is you'll see like a horn on the map somewhere. You'll click that horn, and within the zone somewhere there'll be the Grand Hunt taking place. You'll head out to that location, and there'll be kind of like 6 stages, and these are somewhat randomized based on where it's taking place. It'll be like kill a boss mob, or click some items, or just kill certain mobs in a certain area. And each stage you go through, you'll gain a little bit of rep. And then once you clear this your first time of the week, you'll get an epic bag. Inside that epic bag will be a chance at the mount, and also 20 grand hunting trophies, so you're going to get a big chunk of rep off the bat. The next time you clear this on this character this week, you'll get a blue bag, and that is going to have 12 hunting trophies in it, and then you'll get a green bag which will have 8 hunting trophies, and then from there on out you'll only get a white bag until the next week's reset. And that white bag will have 3 hunting trophies in it. So they're trying to make it feel like you don't have to grind this out if you don't want to. You just do your 3 clears of the week, and then you're going to get a big chunk of rep, and then you can come back next week. But if you want to grind this out, you do have the option, and you'll be gaining a little chunk of rep every single time you do this. The quicker your kind of zone can get through the event, the quicker you're going to be able to get that rep. So you are going to be a little bit limited on how long this will take based on the people around you, but if you can get in like a raid group or something and you can rush through this really quickly, then the rep is going to come a lot quicker as well. And currently on beta, one of these grand hunts is always available. They're just consistently going on. They might move to a different zone, but they are always going on, so you can always go out and get yourself into a grand hunt. While some of the other events are kind of like time limited, where you have to come back every 3 hours or 2 hours, and you can only do it then. There is one final method of getting your hands on hunting trophies, although I don't expect this method to go live. I've reported it a few times, and maybe this will bring a little bit more awareness to it as well. But there are some mobs within the Ohn'ahra span that when killed will give a guaranteed hunting trophy. I assume that is not intended. I haven't found any other mobs that work like this outside of like special encounters. But there is 6 mammoth mobs we can find way off to the side of the Ohn'ahra span. And every time you kill them, you'll get yourself a guaranteed hunting trophy. And at times they'll drop 3, I don't know why, but sometimes they'll drop 3 at once. And these take about 10 minutes to respawn, and it's a much better way of gaining the hunting trophies versus doing the white bag. Once you've done your purple, your blue, and your green bag, then those are good to do. But once you're down to the white bag where you're only getting 3 hunting trophies, then the mammoths are just a better source of grinding this out. It's going to be a lot faster. Even with the 10-minute limitation, it's still faster than what you could get 3 hunting trophies from doing the grand hunt. So we'll see if that method ends up going live. I have been reporting this every build for a few builds now, and it still remains the same. We'll see what happens on the live version. The next method we're going to talk about will be the weekly Aid in the Accord quest. You'll pick this up in Valdrakken. You'll go and get some rep with the various factions. It's like 3k. You'll do one of the events that it requires. You'll hand that in and you'll get 500 rep with all of the factions. So you definitely want to be doing that every week. And then there'll also be 2 dungeon quest weeklies that you can pick up as well. And these will give 250 rep with the faction of your choosing. So if you want to pick the Maruuk, you can do that with this as well. So that's how you're going to gain reputation. It's mainly going to be focused around the hunting trophies, where you do the grand hunt on repeat, or you kill mammoths if mammoths are still available. Either way though, hopefully you've enjoyed this guide. Look out for more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching guys. See ya.